Challenger 3, the British Army's new main battle tank, will weigh in at 66 tonnes. But one expert in land warfare argues that's too much. He's been looking into the arms of the future battlefield for a new book. And when you consider the way technology is developing, he argues that bigger and heavier won't be an advantage and concludes that 54 tonnes is ideal.
The way that the accuracy of rapid-firing cannon is going means that most tanks can be hit now multiple times in the same area, same point. When you do tests on what that means for the armour, it suggests that you will still be compromised even as you start layering up the protection. And so when you start to get heavier and heavier, it doesn't necessarily make you more survivable. What it does do is make you much less manoeuvrable and harder to sustain. And the sustainment itself is quite easy to target. And so being lighter, having more options in terms of which bridges you can cross, which roads you can go along, while still having a sufficient level of protection to survive the majority of threats on the battlefield, and still being able to carry a pretty lethal armament, is actually preferable. Now that doesn't mean that Challenger 3 is not a useful capability, and it doesn't mean that it's not a more capable system than Challenger 2. But it does mean that if you were designing a tank from scratch today, then it might well look closer to Ajax than Challenger 3.
Ajax weighs somewhere between 38 and 42 tonnes. Both vehicles are described by the Army as being at the heart of its warfighting capability in the heavy brigade combat teams. Claire Sadler, Forces News. Thanks for watching. For more from Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.